Hey there everybody, it's me Timothy from Anime UK, and today we're here to review the anime series Kaiju number 8, or as you English speakers know it as Monster number 8. Yeah, I can see why they kept the translation. So yeah, this is an interesting series. Rebecca's really into the manga, but I don't read manga because of reading. But she had really hyped the series up. I think she talked a bit about it in the last episode of Anime in UK, and I think this was the show she was looking forward to. So I thought I would give this a go. Plus Crunchyroll were actually really pushing this show. And probably the first thing that's interesting is the fact that the dub is actually coming out at the same time as the sub. And I mean, for people like me who don't read it, this is really good. I know this has happened a few times. I know they did it with Violet Evergarden in certain countries. They released a dub on Netflix at the same time as it was airing. So this is actually really interesting to see. Crunchyroll, I guess, are experimenting with this to see how well the reaction is. And I do generally hope they carry on with this, because as I said, reading. So right, what is the actual plot to Kaiju number 8? So our story begins in a world not too similar from ours, but there's one huge difference. It's full of kaiju, aka monsters, in this world. Not too similar from the ones from Godzilla, but I must say from the lawyers, they're definitely not the ones from Godzilla. We join our protagonist, Kafka Hibino, who is a cleaner. His job is actually to clean up after these kaiju attack. After the anti-kaiju, not kaiju as in the character, kaiju defense force. Oh, Jesus Christ, just imagine that, like a load of people attacking, like a load of kaiju was attacking the town. The anti-kaiju defense force, which is a military operation, is to protect people against the monsters. I'm just going to say monsters for now. Because it's way damn easier. So yeah, these monsters are not too dissimilar from the ones from Godzilla, but yet again, as the lawyers say, they are not the ones from Godzilla. And we join our protagonist as he is 32 and is sadly too old to join the anti-kaiju defense force. Unfortunately for our protagonist, it seems like he's always stuck with the really terrible plot jobs, such as having to clean the guts. And yeah, you can kind of guess what sort of things are in there. One day at work, our protagonist is really depressed because he's remembering back to his childhood where he had a friend who he really wanted to join the anti-kaiju defense force with, her name being Mina, and now she is actually part of the force. As our protagonist is chilling, listening to the Guts theme on repeat, because that's what you do when you're depressed, he happens to be talking to his co-worker Reno. He's new, he's young, he's only 18, has his whole future to look forward to. I see where this is going, but don't worry, it doesn't go in that direction. Damn, I'm so depressed. I'll never be part of the Kaiju defense force. Do you know they've just changed the age to 33 to join? Because it turns out they're just running out of people, and they just gone, hey, let's just up the age. Wait, I'm 32. It means I still got a chance. Yeah, so that's pretty much what happens between the two of them. It all seems merry until, oh no, a kaiju shows up from nowhere. Our two protagonists have to fight off the kaiju until they are eventually saved by, of course, the childhood friend from all those years ago. The two boys wake up in bed, not together, they're in separate beds. It's not that type of series. And all seems well as they have survived the kaiju attack. But then, hey, out of nowhere, some mosquito shows up and turns our protagonist into some weird human-kaiju hybrid. This is actually where our first episode ends. And we actually do get a post-credit scene where we see Mina, and she is in the bath. And we get what all anime fans want. Yeah, feet. She's called to go on the way to, of course, take out this new kaiju that has appeared in the hospital. So what did I think of episode 1 overall? I must say, I actually really like the protagonist of this series. It's weird because last season, the big show Crunchyroll was actually pushing was Solo Leveling, and there was so much hype going into that show, and it generally felt like something that would have come out in about 2011, 2014. I mean, power to you if you enjoy that show, but it always just seemed a downgrade to whatever was in the manga, and people were really hyping stuff up. And so I like noticed like memes without even like reading the manga, and it just seemed like a humongous downgrade. I felt the whole show just took itself way too seriously, and it was one of them shows I got to episode 4 and I was kind of out. Of course, it could be one of those things. I mean, Solo Leveling could be, I could do that meme where the guy's mining and there's a load of gold. Episode 5 could have been the most amazing episode ever. Please actually do say in the comments if I'm wrong. I would actually like to hear from you viewers. I would actually like to hear from you viewers about that sort of thing. But this show had that sort of right edge of comedy and action. Like the situation, the main character is a lot more relatable. I really like his design. He's got this sort of like butch looking design. He doesn't look like a pretty boy. You can see he's older. And I don't know, I'm already kind of relating to this character, and even though it's barely talked to Reno, like already I can see they have really good chemistry together, and it's like I'm already really excited to see where this series is going. Of course, I've not read the manga. I have heard from some people it does get less good at certain points, but I think as a series, this is potentially going to be one of the big hits of the season. There's a lot of cool other looking side characters. I've seen like the posters. There's already actually some merchandise. I believe Bandai, some of the Bandai Gachapon stores have already got the Gachapon. I think Rebecca will show me some of the ones she gotten. So it's really nice to see that the series is already getting support. Plus with the Crunchyroll dub, really shows they have faith in the series. I think it's going to be that right mixture. Of course, one of those shows, it could fall off all of a sudden, but I think it has that right blend of comedy. It has that right blend of action. I think this could be a really funny show and a real fun watch. So yeah, I'm getting this Kaiju number 8 a really, really strong recommend. And plus, I haven't even talked about it. Probably the other thing that probably is in this show's favor is we're having a really big sort of Godzilla renaissance, and the fact is, because this is not Godzilla, but these are kaiju, these are monsters. It's like, I guess, almost the perfect time for a show like this to come out. So yeah, I think Kaiju number 8 is that perfect storm. It's got the right blend of action, it's got the right blend of comedy, and it's that time where I guess its niche is having a humongous interest potentially from other fields because of the Godzilla movies that are all coming out. So yes, did you enjoy Kaiju number 8? Please comment below. I actually would love to hear other people's review. Am I overhyping it? Did you like Solo Leveling better? I would actually really like to hear that. I'd love to hear some opinions on Solo Leveling. But until next time, see you again. Bye.